I mean, you need to do these like defaults.
Whipping out some lightning and stuff.
But anyway.
The war cloud.
LDLC and Epsilon.
Got to get that breathing in at the end of it. War cloud.
All right, well. It's time to get serious, James. It's the piss around between LDLC and Epsilon. They are here on Dust 2, and LDLC do not want the whopping 16-3 beating they got from Epsilon last time around, but that was some weeks ago. So let's see now how things go here for Epsilon already. Looks like Scream looking for a bit of a peek down onto middle, but they have not been spotted just yet, and these are quite standard positions from Epsilon. Let's see what they're able to pull together. Looks like they are going to probably go for this B play with the distraction from GMX. That's what this is looking like right now. Throwing in a lot of grenades, just grenades after grenades, and they're going to hit up mid now. He's going to delay the players down to CT spawn, and it's working out perfectly. Even though Uzi gets dropped, Epsilon are up onto that bomb site, and things are not looking so incredibly good for LDLC, but they do have SmithZz on the site, not for long. FXio going to take him down, and there is the bomb picked up by Screamylicious, and he's going to get it down. So 2-on-3 after plant. Going to be interesting.
We've got 2 in the tunnel for Team LDLC, and we've got 1 coming up the slope, and Scream will make it 2v2 as shoxie does go down. NBK soon follows. We know what kind of guy Scream is on pistol rounds. You thought Forest was bad. Scream is like pistol Jesus right now. Oh, he's going to have to go down to the
no! Oh, not enough damage was done, but there's no time. But that $1,500 would have certainly be enough to
look how much Happy thinks about things. The bomb's ticking down. He needs to get out of there. He's got 12 HP. But wait, he's seen a 5-7. So he goes back to grab it. And that could make all the difference in this round.
Well, they are going to go for the triple scout.
Oh, triple scout. Yes, my birthday is today.
Oh, quad scout.
It's not all on the same. Oh, wait, we got 5 scouts. There's one on Epsilon, but we got 5 scouts in the house. Half the team, half the players on this map have scouts right now. This is a glorious moment.
This is one for the record books. And it's FXio to draw first blood with the scout.
Hashtag scouts knives.
And unbelievable.
This is madness. Anything could happen in this round. 5 scouts? 5?
You're like giddy as a school kid.
You were going to say schoolgirl, weren't you?
No.
You were going to say that, weren't you?
I never call you a girl change. Your voice is far too deep for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, well, so far we've only seen 1 player go down. They're making their way up middle. And they do have 2 players quite far behind on middle, but Scream who's going first for the entries. SmithZz might find himself without his head.
Fallen off, Jim.
And there it is, goes for the shot. Does see all the players come in, and it's going to be PM who guns him down with the Galil, and that's going to be the plant here for Epsilon. Well handled by them. 3 scouts still alive, though, being saved currently.
It's Scout Mania. Who's that developer that makes all those Mania games? I think Scout Mania is a thing now.
Isn't it Ubisoft?
Never mind who it is, DDK. This is Counter-Strike.
All right, well. Scout Mania
so they're saving the scouts for further scout bonanza. We've still got 4 live scouts on the map right now.
You're way too excited about the
I'm
scouts.
very excited about scouts. After shotguns, I like scouts, guys. That's just how I roll.
Right,
I'm about this life.
You didn't choose this life, it chose you.
Damn straight.
Look at that, it's just all that jumping. That is hard on the legs.
Do you jump a lot, DDK?
I used to.
With a skipping rope, or?
Also that, but used to do gymnastics back in the day.
Really? So did I. I used to do ballet.
I've done tap dancing before.
Wow. This is something for a Christmas party right here.
It is, but we're going to see LDLC going for the picks now up middle. So far, that's not going to help them much. We're seeing the quick take of the B bomb site. Oh, hello! Shox does find himself an angle.
That was a double scout from Kioshima chiming in as well.
Double whammy. And it's going to be Epsilon who are with that bomb down. But look at all these scouts outside. It's raining scouts.
Do you think they can boost next to window and jump scout over the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no scope. It's hard to commentate like a 3 scout retake. Like, what do you say?
It's glorious. I love it. Scream going nuts. But the scouts are always going to win.
Has he got the time? I think he has got the time.
Yes, he has time. Well, let's look at his. Oh, no, he goes
He's
away.
got no time?
I thought he had barely enough time. Perhaps not. Then I guess Shox would be a much better judge
I think
than
it would have
us.
come down in the kind of range of about 2 seconds. I mean, you were talking about the beeps before, but where was your beep science then?
Where's my beep science? I'm sorry, I've got no more beep science for you.
The beep test.
Oh.
So is kioshima going to keep the scout?
Can the madness cease? Because I'm losing my...
Okay, we've upgraded. Foxio's got FXio, has an AWP.
Alright, so 2-man setup for LDLC. We've seen this works really, really well with MBK and Happy combining forces. We saw this earlier. It was very effective, against Dignitas. Epsilon Scream, though, doesn't care about any setups, and PM going to help shoxie actually take him down. Thanks, PM, for that. In goes the Molotov, and they do hold the angle now with their AWPer. FXio, they're going to back away. So a lot of threat onto that A site, and with 2 players on either site for LDLC, they do not know where exactly they're going to get hit. They just have to make the good plays together when that push does eventually arrive. And it could come from anywhere. 55 seconds left.
Are we going to see them start to creep through the tunnel? Uzi leading the charge with his Epsilon branded blue laminate AK.
Is he going for the entry? Going to get just tagged in the side of the head. SmithZz takes him down. SmithZz with another 2 for the triple. In comes GMX from the side. But SmithZz is long gone now. And that bomb is dropped there by Dark. Has to go pick it up. And this is so smart here from SmithZz. Might just get himself the quad kill. GMX going to pick up that bomb, but he's got a lot of problems. And it is... The problems are all called MBK right now. BK will go down, but there it is. The quad kill from SmithZz. And very well handled by LDLC.
It's important that if he was to die, which he did, that he died before the time ran out. Because if you're on the T side of a DE map, and you die after the time runs out, you get no money. The incentive is to plant the bomb or die trying, and if you do die when the time runs out, there will be no additional money for you. So it's a very important point if you weren't already aware of it, but I imagine most of you are. So we've still got 2 players in T-spawn for the Ts. Gonna be on an eco here, just an FXO, just admiring his pistol there. The Uzi right behind him.
I like when Professor James is in the house dishing out knowledge.
Thank you very much. I think if we do like an analysis desk like we did for the Spring League, we should sit there in white coats and buy spectacles.
Can we get like a Bunsen burner?
I think we need a like a chalkboard as well.
And
not a whiteboard. We need chalk. Hardcore business right here.
Hold that thought right now because we are seeing Epsilon finally moving towards their play. They're going to go for the split onto that B side. Scream! Taken down by SmithZz. What could have been a glorious 1D was not to be, as now it's all going to be too easy for LDLC to hold this, I'm afraid. PM will find himself the head of Kioshima, but I'm afraid, once again, that is...
They could plant behind double stack if they can control the door here.
The players from LDLC are on top of them. PM doesn't have time, he doesn't have the cover. Just frantically flinging around his pistol. Another round for LDLC. As they start to really build some bank, and SmithZz, I imagine we're going to see some shenanigans with that flash over the top on mid. The kind of it feels like a trademark SmithZz thing at this point.
Let's have a butcher's, people. And if you wonder what the hell I'm talking about, it's Cockney rhyming slang. Butcher's hook, which rhymes with look.
Professor James.
Hashtag the more you know.
We've got Happy with the lower dark take now as well. And he might just find himself some action. There it is. Takes down Scream. Does this quite often, LDLC. Oh, and he gets number 2. This is huge now for LDLC. Look at the amount of just disruption that Happy has caused. And looks like still he might cause problems yet, but FXO will find himself the frag. But Epsilon, they need to try to find a pick here. GMX going to look for it. Oh, he does pick it off. Beautiful stuff there. Beautiful. shoxie goes down. And in goes GMX here. Still the point man for Epsilon on the entry towards this A-bomb site. Tapping away at the angle. MBK does go down. Great work from GMX. Can it be number 3? Can it be the triple? It can. GMX is going to do it. And Epsilon, wow, they are showing some great rounds here.
Now, I always watch NBK on long, on Dust 2, just out of personal curiosity as to how the professional players play long when they're on the CT side. And in that position, when shoxie went down, NBK instantly rotated from long towards the A-bomb site. However, nice pick there from FXO on SmithZz, and he probably picked up from kioshima. But normally, when someone goes down on a bomb site, he stays in long for a bit longer. And I wonder what parameters made him rotate on this occasion faster than he has on previous rounds. So something for the nerds to have a look at in the demos. But they have got an early one-man advantage as SmithZz did go down to FXio here. Let's see how the T side choose to use it.
I like how the fact that they're a man down has caused Shox to take a risk. He's positioned out there on that angle. It is a little bit risky. As you can see, he's going to get peeked. And with the new changes to with the new update and how the movement works, the CTs do get a bit of an advantage on the timings now on the defensive angle holding. But he's not able to find the shot. So.
And again, Happy's position in CT spawn on the boxes is an adjustment that we saw from the previous match of Dust 2 today, where their mid kept getting exploited repeatedly by the T side. Now it looks like they're being more conservative, and we are seeing another mid push here, and Happy's still in his position. I haven't seen him yet. He's trying to spray down two of them, does get one, and Scream is on 10 HP here, could get shot through the smoke, but he's got a good angle, and Happy is running out of bullets. Will have to be more conservative, or maybe not, just going to run all of his bullets through that smoke.
And in comes Uzi looking for the entry. Kioshima with 2 though. Very important stuff here from Kioshima, stopping the push from Upper Dark. Now just those guys in mid, GMX and Scream, left alive. 10 health on Scream, 64 on GMX. In they come, into the loving embrace of Kiyoshima's AWP. There it is, 6 shot there from Kioshima. He is going to save the round, and that was 4 kills. He single-handedly stopped that B push from both angles.
That was a very important 2 frag there for Kioshima, saving his team. We saw Happy put the flashbang behind the smoke in CT spawn to flash the 2 Ts, but they both blindedly sprayed through the smoke and killed 2 of LDLC, leaving Kioshima alone on the B bomb site there. So excellent play to keep them in the round. And we've got a mad aggressive peek here from Happy. He does survive with 19 HP and he's going to get the hell out of dodge. Or maybe not. Scream is going to come through lower B and take him out. NBK getting a trade frag on GMX.
This gets flashed, but not to be fragged, as Kioshima will deal with that. And Shox going to find himself a nice little present up on short. It is the bomb. Okay. Oh, that did not sound good. That did not sound good. Going to need to see a doctor about that. FXO might just be able to grab the weapon, though. But no. Going to promptly slide down the ramp there.
That slide looks uncomfortable. When I was a kid, there was a slide near my house. And next to the,
made for sliding.
Next to the slide, on the sides of the slide, it was made from, like, pine. So if you slid down there, there's a very long, slow, painful journey home. Anyway. So we are going to have a battle of Smiths and FXio in mid. And we're going to have NBK with the glorious, the beautiful, the winged Mag 7 in long. And we've had enough gushing about that in the previous match. So let's have a look at how this round will play out.
So if I just pushing mill, they have not spotted anybody. And right now it's one guy, just NBK on long. So the A split certainly is a good option for LDLC to defend. They actually have a nice potential to defend this. This is not necessarily the best possible play, but Epsilon going to go and try to force it anyway. They don't have a lot of info, so they're just going to try to make it work. NBK gets one. There's number 2 with the swag 7, and it's going to be Happy to clean up short. And things get a little bit awkward now. We've got 2 players left alive for Epsilon. They have FXio and Scream, and of course, they can't really push up long. I mean, they don't really have the support. LDLC have had way too much time to set up for this, but what options do they have? Do they go back? There's no time to do that. They've got to go up long. And here it is, Scream going to get flashed, and the covering fire from FXio is not quite good enough to keep Scream alive. He will get one frag, but it's going to be killed from the side.
God, holy potatoes. That was brutal. He got shot in the side of the head. He got shot through the ear.
And we see now, like we were talking about NBK before, and the fact that he buys the mag specifically for certain setups, and there it was.
Double AWP.
He got the money from that. That's so well played by him. It was a really good investment, and we're going to see LDLC now with that double AWP indeed.
LDLC have taken control of this match. They are 5-4 up. The Ts are on an eco. And they have not 1 but 2 AWPs. Once again, mid is going to be exploited by the Ts. And Scream's going to find Smith's face with that one dig. Let me see your logos in chat, subscribers.
GMX going to try his luck onto Happy up in middle, but he's also got a Shox to try to deal with as well in middle. So it looks like just holding position for now. They've put quite a lot of pressure towards the B side, and Shox is going to find the kill. GMX, unfortunately, will be the one on the receiving end of that AWP, and Scream going to try his chances here for that deagle shot. Nothing to be found just yet, and the short push now slowly emerging. And MBK is actually on the site on Graffiti, and also Shox. I mean, they have everything covered. Happy does take down Scream up in middle, and surely there's nothing to be done for Epsilon. They're running into the grinder, and FXO does get a kill, but there you go. Survival with 3 members. LDLC keeping their economy alive, and so far it's looking good for them.
It's quite interesting how quiet the round becomes when you have an eco versus a double AWP. Suddenly it's all kind of serene, and you can almost hear deer walking around, and then someone gets shot in the face. It's 6-4 to LDLC here. Epsilon now, and a full buy. FXO with the AWP up against 2. Does get the first pick on NBK. That's long down, but Happy is in a position to defend it for the time being, and the T's will go back and just enjoy that first frag as LDLC will lament what could have been.
Well, at least they have AWPs. That's what they're going to be thinking about. Not much lamentation when AWPs are in play. There's Shox there with his potential for a frag up on the A long area. If he goes down, then that's going to be massive problems for LDLC. You can see that SmithZz is already feeling a lot of pressure. They want to try to remove players from this angle. And SmithZz actually might get so brave as to peek through the smoke, but it's going to be the boost. And already it's going to be kioshima to find one. And that's going to also inform Happy, who is up on the side. And in comes Shox as well.
Again, we have that early rotate from Long, and it didn't pay off. He got shot in the head, but there were no T's pushing Long. They're all going to push shorts.
Great setups coming in now. LDLC taking them out. Great return there from GMX. As kioshima does wait on the site. That nade, almost connecting. We do have SmithZz coming from the back. kioshima biding his time. But look at this. FXO's done a runner. He's all the way onto that B side. He's at least guaranteed the plant. So very nice decision making from him. As we will see SmithZz coming from dark, actually. He might be pushed way too fast. FXO didn't realize he's looking at the wrong angle. And he finds kioshima somehow. Just catching him through the top of that slope. And now it is FXO for the next peak. Unbelievable stuff. SmithZz had the angle. And he whiffed the shot, and FXO was left to his own devices. Quick 2 frags. Quick round for Epsilon.
Game of millimeters is Counter-Strike. And if you pick the wrong millimeter, you will lose the rounds. It is 6-5 in favor of LDLC here, who happens to force buy. Look at the money they have remaining, SmithZz, with the FAMAS rather than an AWP, and only 150 in the bank. FXO won't find anybody in the mid just yet. And again, we have the Happy NBK combo heading towards Long to secure it, and then Happy will probably retreat back to the A bomb site, as you see exactly that happening. NBK is taking the steal position above Pit, so he will see the shadows of the terrorists should they choose to push him, unless he gets flashed, of course.
Yeah, so here is the somewhat default setup. I've got MBK now, Happy now in middle. That's all CT spawn, and of course crossfires can be found. But look at this, kioshima pushing in upper dark now, and actually going to back away after they tossed the grenades. They didn't see anything from upper dark, actually. They didn't really spot all of Epsilon. But look at this, and I think they think that it's A, actually, from not seeing anybody. But Epsilon are yet to really make a decision. And it looks like they are going to rattle some shots off from Xbox through onto middle, find SmithZz, and they get their one-man advantage. Looks like this A split is now the order of the day. Epsilon.
So Happy's being forced to kind of play the CT role, and it's kind of making them a little bit handicapped versus the normal strength they have.
Bingo Scream, not able to find the kill. Shox does drop his body cold. More frags coming in, MBK. Oh, but there it is, a double there. Both going down instantly. And now chances for Epsilon to take this round. But 15 seconds left. FXO is forced to plant. And look at that, they do have GMX there on the slope angle, on the crossover, looking for those shots. They got 2 1-on-1, so Epsilon have every possibility to make this happen. But in comes Happy, takes down GMX up from the side. FXO gets the frag, he gets the next one with the CZ. FXO with another 1-on-2 essentially. And that's a 6-6 scoreline. Epsilon, how do they pull these rounds out the bag?
I know LDLC are going to want more rounds than this on the first half, but it's not going to be. It is 6-6 here. It's all tied up for the time being. Not that many rounds left, so we're not going to see massive leads for either team. Smiths is going to get shot through the door. They are on eco once again. Kioshima with the mini AWP, aka the Deagle. Let's see if he can connect with any heads, set some faces on fire here. Not going to be this time. We've got 2 quick frags on the B site. That is going to be a completely open B site. We'll see if the bomb goes down soon. We've got the rotation coming through mid from the CTs. FACEIT is going to be hiding in suicide. Going to take out one of them, but is going to be taken out by Happy. GMX taking out MBK, and Happy's the last man standing. Is he going to go for the AWP? Probably, but it is being protected by GMX.
Here he comes. That was his shot to take a weapon home, but unfortunately it's not to be so. 4 rounds left in the first half, and Epsilon are really putting in a fantastic display of individual skill. And a lot of these pushes, they are finding those frags. LDLC have thrown in some aggression. They've mixed it up. They've disrupted Epsilon. But Epsilon are fighting back hard, showing why this is their map choice.
FACEIT opting for the pick towards B. Wants to get an early pick. It's going to get smoked off just before he sees the CTs crossing, though, so no early pick for him. Looks like he's going back towards T-spawn, maybe going to have a look down mid. So we'll leave him there for the time being and have a look at his teammates, see what's going on. GMX with some wall banging, but we do have a push potentially through mid. Scream just watching the close angle, just to see if he can force any CTs up, but there's nobody there, so they're going to try and find some information elsewhere.
It's quite interesting right now because the AWP is really far back still, so they don't want to push without him. And GMX gets taken down. They might still try, though. They do have FX still left alive. He's going to be the one moving onto the angle. So they would very much like this A split, but being a man down certainly is going to cause issues. Scream is going to have to find himself some headshots. It's something that he does incredibly well, but it's all about the timing. It's all about doing it when it counts, and in he comes. We've got FX in there, but it's PM to get taken down.
The bomb, they've seen the bomb as well. That's massive information for the CTs. You can see the rotation now. They're going to put 4 people on A.
And they're trying to put the players up short now. We've got Scream coming in right now, but there's MBK. He's looking both ways. He needs support. Scream gets the first kill into Kioshima. Oh, and he spots that as shoxie. Cuts it clean off with the AK. In comes Uzi now, and MBK could get sandwiched. Not quite. Does deal with FXO in a timely way. And Uzi takes the frag. It's now all between Uzi and SmithZz with 10 seconds left. And SmithZz, he just has to do a peek. Doesn't see the guy on the spot. He can just hide. And he can just hide as he doesn't have time to plant, and SmithZz will win the round there. And we're going to go into the last round of the first half. Oh, he actually kills them after time. Kills them right at the end. That's a nice extra $300.
That was an important kill because GMX starts this round only with 1450 in the bank. Only 3 AKs for the T side and 4 weapons for the CT side. It is 7-7, and you can see what this score is doing to the economy of both teams here. Neither can afford a full buy, both with some grenades. CTs with only 1 helmet among them. So the fact that 4 of them don't have helmets and 2 of the Ts have only pistols could make a massive difference in how this round plays out.
It's like GMX tried to find the pick towards long of his own volition, but he does go down. And so that's one opportunity there, not going their way. And that's fine. You can sack a player on the T side early on.
Happy's like an owl in that little corner on his box.
I think he did have a pistol as well.
He's an owl with an M4.
Yeah, GMX had a pistol as well, so he sacked himself just because he had the pistol. So smart play. In they go now through middle. It's going to be Scream and PM leading the charge for that B split. It's got to be big right now. It's got to be huge. And they're coming up with a quick 2 frags. Epsilon ready to push the site finally now. SmithZz going to get taken down as well. That's going to be the bomb plant. shoxie, a bit too slow. MBK is going to come from the upper dark, and Shox has to wait for him, but actually a bit of a cheeky bit of damage as they try to find position. And MBK now is ready to go. And as is shoxie. No grenades, just 1 flash on MBK. Oh, great shot to FXO! And MBK now alone against 2, and he's going to get annihilated. PM with the last frag. And an 8-7 scoreline. Were you expecting this?
I had no expectations when I came into this, actually. But you could say that the Epsilon kept LDLC's economy short, but they both kept each other's economy virtually broken during that match. So this is a really good back and forth, and we have no idea. I mean, this is anyone's match right now. If one team may take a significant advantage, we may see LDLC break Epsilon's economy, or we may see Epsilon just stomp this for the next few rounds, or we may see the back and forth that we saw in the first half. So Curious to see how this goes. We have a 4-man stack here from LDLC towards B.
PM, man, he's going to come out with a really big play. Oh, that's so well timed, but they might just go straight for it anyway, and he gets annihilated. MBK with a frag, and make that 2 frags. Can it be 3? MBK gets the triple, and they are in the site, and they only lost 2 players for it, and out Happy goes, and it's not going to find much fun. Going to just find GMX, and it's a 2-on-2 now. Things do calm down slightly, but it's a calm before the storm now. Oh, they're going to go for the 2-on-1. That's so smart from LDLC. MBK does get taken down. GMX, what a round. Gets 3. Gets 3 on the retake.
So that was really unfortunate at the end there for LDLC because they played the numbers game. Unfortunately, they went through the funnel, and the Epsilon player was able to hold the angle.
Prediction. They will buy full armor, CZs, and nades now. Come on, guys. Come on, do it, please. They did that the last 2 times that they had a round like this. Okay, they're not going to do it this time. I'm out. I'm done. See you guys later. James, solo casting now. Bye.
All right, so we've got rifles coming out for Epsilon side. PM only with the CZ. Let's have a look at the money he's got here. 1,300 in the bank, so just going to save it for a rainy day. Oh, that nade's going to do big damage to LDLC. Got Happy on 13. Never mind, he's dead. And that's another one falling down. This is looking good here for Epsilon. Only 2 players left. LDLC still have control of the bomb, however. Bomb is top mid, although options are running low. If shoxie does meet with PM here and PM wins it, then that's going to be a wrap. But he does get the kill on PM. Uzi does get the trade frag, however, so minimal damage here for Epsilon. Well, actually, that said, they have 2 players fall that round. But they will be able to buy back up. And we are going to see the AKs come out for Team LDLC. Welcome back, DDK.
I'll defend myself later, because now it's time.
I was thoroughly enjoying that epic fail,
yeah,
I must say.
I can't explain it, I'm pretty sure.
I was loving it. That was like being in the sun on a lounger. It was glorious.
All right, well, we're into the gun round now. We do have the AWP coming into play for SmithZz. We can see that he's currently got the bomb as well, and he's AWPing from T-spawn, so that's not usually the best combination. He'll want to palm that off to a teammate very soon. Never give the bomb to an AWPer.
Yes.
Especially not in matchmaking or pugs or anything like that. Anyway, FXO is flush with the wall there, is going to be able to spot information, hear things, and Shock's going to go for the quick entry. He's already spotted 1 player. It's key information at the moment. He might just try to get into a forward position. They double back for that B play. They did that against Dignitas. Will they do it here? Looks like they're going to go in for the frag. Shocks goes down straight away. They want to commit to get those kills. And then BK trying to catch the rotation, and he's going to get caught in the back. FXO, how patient? How patient was he? In comes the spray. Happy. But he's got 13 health left, and he's going to get found by FXO, who it seems was more patient than MBK that round. That's
not a comfortable sleeping position. That's kind of like how I sleep on planes, because I'm 6'4". I just never get a comfortable place, no matter what the plane. Anyway, LDLC going to be on an eco here. 4 rounds down to Epsilon, who, if they can win this round with minimal casualties, it will be very, very good for their economy going forward in the next few rounds here. We have 1 person looking around the B tunnels for the LDLC side, and the rest of them hanging around long T-spawn area. So maybe they're going to use Kioshima to just find some information, work out where the CTs are playing, and then they'll go for the push. Uzi going to be in the pit now, in the NBK position, as the Ts run down mid to short.
I think they're just going to go straight up for the plant short side. They got 3 smokes to invest for that, just to get that plant down guaranteed. I think the lack of armor is a bit indicative of that. They don't really want to go full in. But we'll see how these smokes go now. Some great smokes. So yeah, these cover the short plant really well. And in they go. Epsilon, they might just go for the spray through this smokes, as we have LDLC making their way. And there it is, MBK getting that bomb down. He's really low, 4 points of health. Does get it down though. And shoxie picks himself up a kill onto GMX. This is nice now. They can maybe get some extra damage. 2 players falling. Make that 3. Can shoxie make it another one? He does. FXO goes down. And here goes PM against shoxie. He has been violent. 3 frags already. Surely not 1 more. Oh, Shox! There's number 4. That's not supposed to happen. They're supposed to get the bomb down, then they all die. That was the plan.
You never want to run out of rifle bullets versus shoxie with a pistol, because you will lose. That was a colossal round for LDLC. I was going to say, if Epsilon even managed to win that round, that was still massive, massive damage. As we said, they needed to win that round with minimal casualties to kind of build their economy. They lost the round. They got wiped out. A nuclear bomb landed on their head, and the bomb was called LDLC. LDLC now with AKs and 1M4, 3 rounds behind. And look at the money for, well, not just the CTs, but both teams. Look at the money! Again, it's a clutch situation here. Both teams desperately need to win these rounds.
Oh, those flashes are amazing, but Scream does manage to, maybe not get himself out of trouble in time. He will fall in LDLC with an amazing play towards B. This looks flawless so far. SmithZz has got a bit of a scrape, but that's it. Great kill on the rotation from Happy. This was a really nice B play. I actually think that this was somewhat of a very much a rehearsed play for LDLC. You have to check it out later. But can FXO keep that up alive? Answer, no. You can't.
It's very fortunate for Epsilon that LDLC could not grab that AWP. Even if SmithZz buys one now, that's 5,000 out of the bank, which is important. But this could go very, very wrong for Epsilon now. Their economy is broken. The T's have $3,500 to $5,000 in the bank. This could be the landslide. If they can't get back into this game and string 2-3 rounds together, it could be curtains.
All right, well, it starts off a passive story here in round 21. As we do just see a quick little peek there from Epsilon as they are on pistols, and they might just run into Scream. He does have the Deagle. Deagle, baby, but no connection just yet.
Scream is the undisputed master of the pistols. I'm sorry, but Forrest is number 2. And although that said, recently Forrest has been showing far more strong consistency. And we have a triple CT situation here on short, but it's not going to pay off because they're going through mid to B.
I'll have to see now if Scream can find anything with this Deagle. He's still trying to work for it, and they are going to be assaulting him now. It's like Scream does go down, and in comes the play from short. They do take a play down, they lose one, and they don't have the opportunity to pick the weapons up, but they get the following kill onto SmithZz. Things could get a little bit awkward. They don't have any armor, so the aim punch is a big problem. And even less health at this point, but there's another frag. Big damage done, actually. In fact, no investment at all from that round. And they got three players dead. That's actually pretty nice.
I want to retract my statement. I think Forrest is actually the current pistol master. Because we're seeing when they win the pistol round, he's just staying with the pistol, and he's savaging people. So I have to give him that one. But Scream is historically a close second, but it didn't come off for him on that occasion. And as we talk about economy, look at the money on the CT side now. They've got they almost got 7,000. Actually, they have got 7,000 plus.
Shox is getting aggressive through middle. Happy going to take down his East. They're trying to get a bit aggressive here, and they're up middle. They're already up middle. This is perfect. Happy is just confusing them at this point. There's 2 in B, and they're like, what's going on? Peek out, and what do they find? They find LDLC, and it's going to be PM who does actually win the 1-on-1 and takes the weapon away. GMX might actually be able to do the same, but I would never see a world where they go for this retake. They don't have any armor or a kit.
No, they desperately need to save these weapons because they are poor. Simple as that. You can see the money is only going to grow for LDLC. 3 players going to survive this round, probably, unless they go for the hunt. We can see Kiyoshima's just holding some sneaky positions here, but it's entirely possible that SmithZz could find someone if they look in the wrong place. These CTs just need to find a place to hide and stand together like emperor penguins and share heat, because they do need to hold these weapons. They are also carrying CZs as well. It's not just the primary weapons that they have.
What a beautiful bit of imagery there that you just gifted to me and everybody on the stream. Just emperor penguins cozying up to keep each other warm at night.
Don't thank me, buddy. Thank the BBC.
Such a warm image.
So, we have FXO with the AWP now for the CT side. It is 11-11. This is do or die here for Epsilon. Look at the difference in the money on these 2 teams. Now we've got SmithZz up to more shenanigans, just YOLOing down suicide. This man does not give a damn whatsoever.
Oh my god, this is amazing. The timing peak on short, but Shock's going to lose his life. It was a really fast play for the A split, and this is going to work wonders. Epsilon didn't have anybody on the site this round, and this is spelling massive problems. Look at this. SmithZz is already on the site with the AWP. Uzi is soon to find himself dead. There it is. The shot from SmithZz, and things could just get worse yet for Epsilon. We'll have to see now as they do attempt to claw this back.
The one thing going for them is that they kind of have control of long. They've got somebody in long doors as well, so that's not going to be as useful as it otherwise would be. We've got a 3-man push here through short, but it's not going to work. This is really bad for Epsilon. They've got 1 man standing, and that's FXO. He has to survive with his AWP. I don't know if his position has been exposed, but Kiyoshima's going to be looking for him. He is close. Is he going to turn around? No, but now they know where FXO is. He's going to have to survive this. He's going to have to run for dear life. 3 versus 1 here. They're coming from both places. We've got one person in suicide. Is he going to get the shot? Yes, he is, but still there's a bit of time. Oh no, he's dead!
Splat! His head.
Actually, they can buy again, and that is an important fact. They have a lot of money in the bank, actually. So I guess they got that loss, the consecutive loss bonus has kicked in for them. So now this is the important round. Look at that. They've got 3 players with nothing in the bank. All they've got in their pockets is knives and lint. And if they lose this round, then tears will be shed.
That was a really nice flash there for his teammates, and Epsilon are able to pick up 2 frags, because, well, not just because of that, it gave them a slight edge though, and PM soon to find himself assaulted. LDLC managed to make it, you know, just a 1-man deficit, and Kioshima evens things up straight away. PM picks up the rifle. He knows they're coming for him. He knows his help will not be here in time. Sneaks around the back, just barely sees MBK, and PM could just make this round here for Epsilon, but it's just 1 frag to be found. And LDLC should just about get this bomb down, but PM, sure as hell, killed a lot of time there. And in they come.
NBK is going to get shot in the back. Oh, he's turned around just in time. He's seen the player as well. That will allow him to reposition here. And that is Uzi down. It's all down to FXO again with the AWP. Always the last man standing for Epsilon here.
And he's going to have to save that. We already saw, you made the point. They are so broke. They are so broke.
This, look at the money in LDLC. They're not going to eco again. Let's face it.
Yeah, it's... No, but...
How can Epsilon win this? Look at the money. Let's see how much they get left with. And another kill there off camera by FXO. Apologies, that was my fault. Look at the money. Look at the money here. I mean, either they force it up on a FAMAS buy, or they eco, try and save this AWP somehow for another round. And then they just have to win every round.
Yeah, it's got to be that eco. I mean, they just don't have enough to buy properly. I mean, you need the... This is Dust 2. You can't be going in with half-assed buys that much at the time. It's hard to really make it work. But SmithZz, sorry, FXO, when I saw the flash, I was like, flash over and is that SmithZz? But no, they're going to go in here for that B play. Fast, swift, malicious. But FXO is able actually to take a frag. SmithZz with a very nice return onto Scream. Things are getting crazy. PM diving through the window with that CZ. And that's going to allow him to pick up a single kill. LDLC finding this a bit too difficult. Much more than it should have been.
Oh no!
Are you... Oh my... No!
The fog of war. The fog of war. FXO has eliminated his teammate and then died himself. There's a mole. There's a Trojan horse, DDK. He's been paid off.
Is he? Can he save this? He absolutely cannot. He's just running for dear life.
Uzi's got the AWP.
Oh,
Thank
God, no.
Holy potatoes. That was a veritable catastrophe. And Uzi's going to peek here, but he needs to save this weapon.
Bam! He does take the frag, and...
What the hell, Windows? Oh my God.
Oh my days.
I was holding shift for too long. I'm not a fan of Windows, got to be honest.
That tension. And
I'm stressed now.
filter keys.
I'm stressed. I need to calm down.
And sticky keys.
I can't take it.
You do need a massage. I'm not going to give it to you, but... Oh, nice camera angle, that shot. By the way...
Okay.
Get that X-ray going, James.
Windows has broken something.
Oh, damn.
No. Forgive us, people. I don't know what to say. What if we had third-person view for the rest of the round? Oh, thank something or other.
Oh, there we go.
I'm so hot now from the stress of that situation. I'm actually sweating.
Right, well, it could just be another quick pick here. Kioshima diving in through onto long. Big stuff here. There's 2 players there. If he's able to get some damage done here, the A split is just going to be too easy here. Kioshima could basically win this round here. If he can take these 2 players out, he will fall though. And it is held by Epsilon. They're going to keep that real estate. That's important now as LDLC do make their way onto their A side. That does increase the chances for the retake to work, but Shox does find himself 1 kill. And that's going to be the players on long eliminated. But in Epsilon come. They are going to make their way in now. 2 AWPers though.
Only PM has a diffuse kit. He is going to be important.
And goes Scream. Does spot the first player. It's a free frag, but maybe not. There is the return. All on SmithZz now. Takes down 1. There's 1 more on the approach though. FXO is so ready for this. SmithZz going to go in close with the CZ. FXO from the top, but SmithZz is ready. And that's going to be the frag. And LDLC, it's just 1 more. It's just 1 more.
They can still buy. They can still do this. They are still in this match. After such a great first half, they are 4 rounds down and facing match point here. Epsilon, this is last chance saloon here.
All right, so It's going to be SmithZz on the peak there to middle. Does perhaps spot the 2 players jumping across. It's going to be happy for a bit of a timing pick, but there goes the grenade. There's a bit of, just blind fire from Happy.
He does get shot in the face though, 47 HP.
And yeah, we have Izzy taking the angle there on long. So far, so good for Epsilon. Of course, they are going to need to make sure that short doesn't get completely overwhelmed. And FXO is there to do that. Here he goes. Does find the frag there onto Shox. Falls back. Great victory there. Small victory for Epsilon, but one nonetheless. And there's a lot of time left in the round. Lots of things can happen. And then, NBK! That was just hilarious. It's like the nade going back into his face. Oh my goodness, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, so they are readying up for the push. There's no one along though, and already they do have Izzy making his way around. The flank could be very real.
GMX has no nades here. He can't really get any damage in. If he peeks and dies, the fight is lost. He does take out Happy though. Doesn't take out SmithZz.
Oh, 2-on-2 again. Short side plant. As we have kioshima on the short already. And certainly going to be important for him to hold this very steady. But actually, FXO and PM are going to make their way from long. So it will be a little bit harder for them to do this. But there you go. FXO does make the first kill. kioshima, he does still have the angle though. It is a plant for short, and there's already a lot of time ticked off of that bomb. kioshima in a very good position. They're just delaying with more grenades.
PM has to defuse now.
Oh, kioshima with the first frag. Is there time though? No, there's no time there, and that's going to be it.